Hello everyone. This
What's
is
up?
Thomas.
Hello.
Hello, this is Precision Parkour Podcast, and today we have Titas, also me,
What's
Thomas,
up?
and a special guest, Edminas Dabusinskas from Alytus.
Yeah, hello.
Hey Edminas, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
just after training, so awesome.
I didn't find time today to train, sadly,
Me either.
Thomas,
but did a lot of progress. What have you been up to,
You asking?
Edminas?
Oh, yeah, what?
What have you been up to lately?
I'm starting a new job, so I have to learn a lot of things, and other part is creating this event for next month, where there will be a parkour event, skate park, some competitions, pump track. So I have 2 weeks left to figure out every problem, and I hope so everything will be good.
Yeah, I saw you just released a new, how do you call that bike pump track? Yeah.
Pump track, yeah. It's a pump.
That's a huge one. I saw from the pictures at least.
Yeah,
It's a really big one.
it's big. Until this moment, it's the biggest one in Lithuania. Maybe next year there will be a bigger one in Kaunas or Vilnius. I don't know, but now it's
oh,
the biggest one.
awesome.
Congratulations. You were involved in that the most, right?
Well, yes.
Awesome. How do you came up
Actually,
with it?
Well, this idea it's like not mine actually. I have this idea, but it was like really deep inside my mind. But one of my friends, it's riding bicycles a lot, and after I how I don't know how to say it. So when I built a parkour park,
Oh yeah, okay.
he said that you should try to build and something like this. So I give it idea to municipality,
Okay.
and after 2 years almost, we now have that.
Awesome.
yeah. You mentioned the parkour park. I think let's leave it for later. I would for sure want to discuss this a lot because I think in Lithuania it's one of the best parks, at
I
least
think
from
it
where I
is the
train.
best.
Yeah, I think it's the best park.
Yeah.
And it's not a huge city that it's built in. So I
Yeah.
really want to talk about that. How did you manage to do that? But I think first, let's talk about your parkour background. How did you start, and what got you into it?
Well, it's like a lot of years actually, because I started to watch videos on YouTube like everyone else, I guess, at age 14, I think,
Kinda
and
same.
yeah, but until 21 or 22 years, I didn't do much. I was like climbing on the trees, climbing on the roofs, or something like that, but never like doing something that you can call parkour. Like jumping on the fence, it's like parkour, but not training.
Maybe just for fun?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
just running with friends somewhere and just doing shit.
yeah, just being active outside. I think a lot of free runners have the same childhood, the same teenage years,
Yeah. I
and
guess.
later that turns into a sport, into a hobby.
Yeah. So after like 7 or something years, I started to train like some flips because I never done something, and I always was like a shy guy who never can start something alone. I always needed a friend or something to kick my ass.
That's a very
Yes.
similar story with me. I couldn't train single myself. I had to have friends. Therefore, my progress was super slow since we don't didn't have a lot of people training.
Yeah, so the same was here, and the first flip the friend tried to lure me was Webster, and after a whole day I couldn't do it. So I was a bit upset, but next summer, I guess, other friend tries to teach me front flip, jumping from the grass to the sand. And after first attempt, I managed to do it like really good.
After
I
the
don't know
first.
how. Yeah, after first.
Nice.
So that was really amazing, and I was really pumped, and I wanted to do more. So the progress after that was really slow, because after a year, I guess, again, I learned side flip. After maybe 1 year later, I learned something else, and it was like 3-4 years. It was like really slow.
So it was never a thing that you pretty much the main focus was on.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. When we meet with some specific friends, we try to make something to learn something, but I never go outside alone and try to learn more or something like that. So only past 4 or 5 years, it was more intense training. I opened like training lessons or something like that, you can call it.
Oh, in the Litus?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had
with the tatamis one, right? One?
yeah, with like 7 tatamis or something.
Oh, yeah.
So we had like a small room, I guess, like class room, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was like 7 or something tatamis. We have one small box, and we starting doing something there. I was trying to learn something children's, but there was not much children, so I was training by myself with some other friends.
Well, at least you had like your own gym for a moment.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so for 2 years we was in that place, and last 3 years at winter we going to city sport like center, you can call it. There is a bunch of tatamis, like the whole basketball
Court, yeah.
Yeah, court. With tatamis, there is some extra tatamis. You can build some obstacles and so on. So yeah, last 3 years was like really good training. Again, that summer we went to other cities, meet with you guys, to Druskininkai, Vilnius, other cities. So yeah, the progress was really big at these years. So here we are now. Here.
Awesome. Would you say the community in Alytus, the parkour community, is big or not? How many people are training there?
I guess it was much bigger when I was start training, like 7 years ago, I guess. But a lot of people like just went to other cities to study, to live, or something like that. So a lot of those people just gone, and there is not much new guys who are training. So now there is like, I don't know how much exactly, but not as much as I would like to be.
Okay. Would you say your like training lessons that you have for children or for others, would you say that helped to increase the size of community? Did it attract more foreigners?
Yeah, I think so, definitely, because I don't all you know, Davidas has noticed from Alito, so he came to the first year of those classes, and well, you can tell the progress, I guess.
Yeah, we had Dovidas the last time on our podcast, and he mentioned this gym with a few tatamis.
Yeah.
That's where he started.
Yeah, so there is some other kids who are training until now, and of course, because of the community, I try to build that parkour park to make events and so on. So I guess there will be more. Hopefully.
That's so awesome. What are your plans, like to expand or?
Uh, I don't know actually because I'm getting a bit older now. I'm 29, so
That's still young.
yeah. Well, you can say yes, but some stupid shit I done in the past. Now it's like
Coming
not
back.
good for my not good for my health, and still I have to like work to do other stuff. So I don't know how much I will manage to make something more, but I will try to make some more events, maybe camps or something, just to gather some people in Alistus from other cities.
Awesome idea.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I saw you're like a big fan of Alitus. Like I think you mentioned you were away in was it in UK? You worked there for a bit
In Ireland,
in Ireland, yeah.
yeah.
So what was the reason for you to come back to Lithuania? Because I know a lot of people go away and never come back because it's way better, like they say in a different country.
Yeah, well, in the first place, I never wanted to go out because when I was at 11th grade, my mom just took me and that's it. Because, well, you know the reasons. And after, I guess, a year, my mom just go back to Lithuania, and I still stay in there for I guess a half year more. So after
Okay.
1.5 year, I just came back because there is like I don't know my home, my family, my friends, and so on. So I never wanted to leave. So it was like obvious to come back.
Okay, so Ireland never was a home for you.
Nah, 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 nah.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. What's so special about Lithuania to you?
Uh, Well, the first thing is like this nature, this green grass, green woods, and so on. The peace, silence. I guess this is the first thing. Well, of course, you can find some nice nature in other countries,
Yeah.
but I don't know. My Lithuania woods is the best, I guess. I don't know.
Homeland is homeland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
homeland is
yeah.
homeland. I totally agree. Actually, talking about Lithuania, you recently did a trip across Lithuania with the film crew, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, the trip it's like really small. You can say it's 4 days. So Lithuania is not so big, but 4 days for the whole country to make a circle around it. It's not much time actually. So we visit like I don't know how much places we visit, but we stay like in 3 cities to see something more in those cities. So yeah, but it still was nice to go on trip like this, and randomly just picking the places on the road where we have to stop. And sometimes we pick some good looking place, come to that place, and there is like nothing to see. But the journey, it's like the most fun part of that trip.
Yeah, I was following you on social media at that time, and it really looked like you had a really good time.
Yeah, it was nice. It was fun. Actually, I wanted to make that trip like for a week or something, but we works and some other stuff, so we cannot make it to travel more. So we just go for only those 4 days and that's it, because we knew that later we might not go out at all.
Okay. Are you planning like a bigger trip in the future? Maybe even for
Uh,
the weekends you'd like to continue?
I don't know. We didn't speak much after that because still we will have to wait until summer, I guess, because at winter
It
it
would
will
be
be much more
hardcore.
difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we had a plan to like sleep in the tents and so on.
Okay.
So we slept only one night because it was cold. So next nights we find some warm places to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, Lithuanian weather.
Yeah, yeah,
You'll never know how it goes.
Yeah.
for
Um,
sure.
The upcoming White Rose Jam in Alytus, are you a part of that?
Well, yes, I'm like main organizer for this. It started last year's after Parkour Park was built, and I tried to implement skate park as well in that competition White Rose. So last year we have like BMX and parkour competitions, and these years we have BMX, skaters, rollers, parkour, and pump track
Nice. So
competitions.
5 competitions, right?
Well, it's you can say more because in parkour we will have three
Oh, yeah.
disciplines. Yeah, so it will be 8 or something. I don't know actually.
Yeah, I'm super hyped on the first skill competition in Lithuania.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
It's something new.
It will be nice to watch actually. Yes. So
Yes.
we with Davidas we yesterday we planned some courses to make you guys. So it will be nice, I guess.
Awesome. Yeah, last year I couldn't join because of my work, and this time I already took the vacation day off.
Good, good. We will waiting
Super
you.
hyped.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, how many stages will the skill competition have?
I guess 3. I don't know, Davidus. It's he is like responsible for this, but I guess there will be 3 stages, so on. So
Okay.
there will be like in one stage there will be I guess 8
Challenges, yeah.
yeah challenges. At second there will be I guess maybe 5,
Okay.
and at the final there will be 3 or 5. I am not sure actually.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah, that
fair.
sounds super fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, talking about the parkour park, I'm for sure have to put some pictures in the feed here. But could you share how did it all start? Why, like, what was the initial step to build it?
Well, it starts like first of all, it starts with the idea that we well somehow we need to have this spark. Yeah, so
Yeah,
um, at that point, I tried to find some people in municipality to speak with, uh, if it's even impossible, and what I have to like do or to find or whatever I have to do to make it happen. So at first year, there was like two reasons to get attention of municipality, because we had like really old school skate park,
Okay.
and lots of riders like almost 10 years was trying to ask to build a new one because the last one was like really tragic. And at that point, there was one guy who was like supporting me as well to make a petition for municipality to like to make attention that we need some skate park, good new one skate park, and that thing was parkour park.
Okay.
So at first years, there was not a lot of like signatures. There was I guess about 400. But it's not in Alytus only. It was in Lithuania, so for 400 it was not so much actually.
did it take
Uh,
for you a long time to get those?
I don't know, maybe like a few months or something, because
Okay,
I didn't have much like contacts to spread this petition. So still, I'm alone cannot spread it
yeah,
like to a lot of people. But still, after those first years, we got the attention of municipality, and then we start talking about first of all of skate park. And at that point I found I don't know how to say, designers or something who can
Okay.
build the skate park.
Actually, that's one question I wanted to ask. Who did design this park?
Uh, Damn it.
Is it someone we know, or is just like a?
Yeah, the same guys who built in Druskininkai, Cave, you know.
I don't recall. Like
It's-
they do parkour themselves?
No, they are just like people who are building parks, like skate parks, like parkour parks, some other like activity parks. So it's CGA's company. I don't know how to
Okay,
pronounce
CGI,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just found a guy who worked there, and I was speaking with him, like, you know, can you prepare some project for our city? We have like attention from municipality. Maybe we'll have some money to build it, and so on and so on. So after, I don't know, maybe after a half of year of speaking with municipality, with those. With that company who built park, we finally met in the municipality, and some, well, municipality just say that we will give some money for skate park, and money was like not bad, and we can expand our skate park and make it like really good. And now it's, well, some say that our skate park is like one of the best in Lithuania as well. So
Also the skate park.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So after those years, after a year of that, I make other petition to mainly for parkour park. But I already put there and pump track for the future. So after year, I guess, again after half year of speaking and doing a lot of meetings and so on, we agreed that municipality will build parkour park, and after a year they build it. So it was last year. So now we, after really, have an pump track. So it's all about speaking and going with meetings and asking what you have to prepare every time you're going to speak with some people, because I had really big support of our city vice minister, or how you can say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Think it like that.
Yeah, so he always was that person who always was supporting me, always giving me tips that I have to like prepare. I don't know how much it can cost, or how much people it can gather, or do you will make some events or something like that. So every time I was going to municipality, I was prepared with some papers, with some photos and so on, and I was trying always be ahead of them, because they didn't know what's like, what is parkour, what is pump track or something. So I have to like first of all educate them. Yes. Second, like prepare some you can say paperwork with some money involving people gathering events and so
Okay.
on. And then to find builders who can build, design, and speak with the municipality.
So
So
like
you were involved in every step, and you had to go over the whole like project, like every step.
Yes, because like you can say there is like 3 stages. The first one is like I want the parkour park, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Until a second meeting, you have to find designers, builders, speak with them how much it can cost, how can it look like for the money that he's saying. and like a lot of small details. So next meeting in municipality, I'm going and showing all those numbers, all those pictures, and so on.
So it's like second step is all about visuality, about parkour
Yeah.
park. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
first meeting it's about like education, as I say, and second one is like
All the details,
showing,
yeah.
showing what it is.
Like, what would you say the most important details would be going into the meeting like that?
I don't know. Maybe just to try to gather as much information you can. Speaking of like maybe trying from how much it can cost, how much people it can gather, like not only in the specific city, but from all the country or maybe other countries. How like what events can you make it in that area? Because municipality is trying to find some I don't know how to say.
So basically, what's in it for them, not for you, right?
Yes. For the city, for them. So you cannot offer them money or something. So you have to offer like I don't know, to expand city name to other cities in whole Lithuania or something like that. So yeah, so and always try to speak with the company who can build it, and try to know how much it can cost, how can it look, and that will be like, I guess, the main things you can prepare. And of course, one of the main thing before you actually going to speak with the municipality, it's to get attention of your community. So like for example, like me, I was trying to make a petition or something. Maybe in other cities you can, I don't know, to film some cool video or something and spread it to the whole city that everyone is talking about, and then you come to the municipality and say, we need some training area. So
So
there is a
basically,
lot of ways, I guess.
yeah, the first step would be just to get their interest, just to see how this community could expand, and then
Yeah.
just look professional in the second meeting, having all the details, like showing that it's a real thing, it's not just a joke.
Yeah, and you're showing that you are really like into it, and you are really prepared to make some I don't know how to say, uh, well, to make some events or something,
That would
it will.
attract new people to the city and would be like a profit kind of way to lead us for in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not only just for fun to train for yourself, but as well to expand that community.
As I said previous, like spread the word about the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what would be the third step you mentioned?
Yeah, so third step, it's just meet with the company who can build the park, and with the municipality, and try to like connect them together, because you are like a third person,
Like a middleman?
middleman. So you have to like always listen to both sides and try to connect them somehow. They can speak properly to one each other, because sometimes there is like a lot of misunderstanding and so on. So as I know a lot of things about parkour, I'm trying to put some ideas to municipality for the events and so on, and because I know a lot of things until this point about the whole park, the how much it can cost, how it looks, what's the gravel, and so on. I can speak something with the builders and municipality at this point from that view.
Would you say connections, knowing people in the municipality would help with this process?
I
Like,
guess it depends of the city, because I guess in a bigger city it will be a bit harder to make something like this, like that, especially when there was like year ago something trying to make in Vilnius, I guess, Parkour Park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had some issues there.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, in a bigger city, I guess it's a bit harder because there is a lot of people who want a lot of things. In Alytus, it's like kind of small city. So there is not much people who are going to municipality and saying I need something like this or that. So the connections in the municipality, I can say it can help, but when I started, I didn't have any connections at that
Okay.
point. So only after like 3-4 years of doing things like that, now I have some connections, of course, but at the beginning I was like trying to understand with which people I can speak with, which people are like trying just to find something useful for them, not for me, and so on. So yeah, it was like really hard to understand with what you have to say, with who you can talk. And
So there are no clear steps on how to do it. You just have to go and figure it out.
yeah, it was. But after like those petitions and so on, I got attention, and some people contact me, and we start talking, and then I realized the people's who I can relate and speak with them and make something happen.
Awesome. What was the first thought for the government? Like when you presented the idea, what were they like friendly about it or didn't really want to do it?
Well, I guess mostly it was like positive feedback, because like when you like presenting the movement of parkour, you always mention like movies, like
Yeah.
the guys who are running on the roofs or something like that. So those guys are we in your city, yeah. So that's why we don't want to run on the roofs on some private properties and so on. We need a place to train safely and so on. Yeah, so it was like a joke, and I guess a lot of people looked at this part like positively, because it's well, you don't need a lot of to make it, like to train. You don't need like a bicycle or some other stuff.
Yeah.
And it didn't cost as much as other objects like skate park or pump track. And of course I had like some pluses because I was doing those classes, so I rely on that I have like some classes, some children who I'm training now, and we are training only at winter, and we need some place to train in at the summer. So I guess there was a lot of things involved, but maybe those are mainly these.
Yeah, like you're talking, I'm listening, and every step, every part you mentioned during the whole talk we have today, everything gets involved into this building of the park. Everything you did from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Yeah, that's the tip I was looking for, like being positive about it, just joking around and getting people interested in it.
Yes, and then make some people attention, some people from municipality and so on, and uh, be consistent. Like if one door shuts, you have to climb through the window.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
parkour.
Uh,
Awesome. Well, I think you recently did a trip to Ukraine with your bike.
yeah, there was like a project. One of my friends in Alytus make a project like Ukraine Lithuania like gathering with some historical elements. And from Lithuania, we drove to Lviv.
Like you drove with a car or drove?
Yeah, with the
Okay.
van. Yeah, and from there we have 3-day trip with the bicycles. In those 3 days we drive about 130 kilometers, I guess. So it's about 40 kilometers a day.
Okay.
Yeah, and at when we was driving, we just stop at some historical places, castles, some I don't know. That was like a lot of stuff. I couldn't even know what they are, but it was nice to look at that countryside, because it was like really. Not the main roads, not the big cities, but really small cities, countryside, and so on. So we had a lot of nice views, nice peoples, local peoples, and it was really fun.
Was it your first time in Ukraine?
No, it was second time, because like 2 years ago we drove with the friends to Kiev. We went to Chernobyl.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
How was that?
Yeah. Well, it was really like surreal, actually, because I was watching like a lot of documentary and so on about that place, and at those years when it happens. So to see how it looks now and try to imagine how it was at that moment, it was like I don't know what feelings go through me, but
I kind of feel
Not only feelings, but radiation also.
well, yeah, but radiation was not so bad, actually. Like it is like super safe, actually. Yeah, because you have like a meter. You can like meter all the radiation, and there always is a guide who are leading you and telling you where to go, where not to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and our guide was a really young woman, so she didn't let us to go like nothing, nowhere, because
like no free exploration.
yeah, because
Sound.
there is a lot of buildings, a lot of roofs, a lot of shit, and you can climb, do a lot of things, but like she was super cautious, and she didn't let us to go somewhere like to the side to do some things.
So you're pretty much just looking at things, not going inside, or
she was like,
yeah. Well,
oh, by the way, she was like a zone guide, or it was like illegal trip to the zone.
No. It was legal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
in quotes,
but
legal.
yeah, but she was young, she was cautious, she didn't want any trouble, and it's okay. But at least I was expected more, but overall it was
Next
like
time.
really good experience, and I think everyone who is interested in those things should go there and see everything by themselves.
Would you like to go there back without her?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I think someone is like organizing illegal trips to the zone with the stalkers and with their hideouts, showing like the more darker side of Chernobyl zone.
Yeah. There is some people even from Lithuania, actually, and
okay.
But the trip, it's like really hard, because you have to like walk 3 or 4 days to one side to explore something, and same 3-4 days to come back.
Oh, so it's
and
a long
you're
trip.
always going. Yeah, so you're always going through woods, through security, because there is a lot of security. There is like 3 or 4 security like barriers.
Okay.
When
shit.
when we was going to the like to the plant. So yeah, so you always can be caught, and you will have a lot of trouble.
Okay, gotcha.
that trip sounds super fun. I think there was a parkour team that went to the Pripyat city themselves, like created a super special video. Like
I think I
I'll
saw
send
it.
you over the film with the drone, like almost like no t-shirts, just like a gas masks and very crazy
Okay.
video. But that was super
Well,
fun to watch.
send me a link of that
Yeah,
later,
of
okay?
course, of course.
Because I never saw that.
I want to talk about the V2 video team.
Yeah.
Are you a part of that?
Yes. Now, well, at the beginning of the summer, there was like three of us. Now there are left two of us only. And it's mainly my friend who are doing this like brand who are creating it,
Okay.
and all the gear it's his actually, because I have only GoPro, and it sucks. So so yeah, because parkour start like give me a start for filmmaking as well, because I always wanted to see how I'll look from the
Yeah, yeah,
side.
yeah.
So at that point, I bought the first one GoPro,
Whoa.
like first one.
Wow.
I don't know if you saw that, but like
It's not even a hero, it's GoPro.
yeah. So yeah, I was like, I wasn't making some like good videos, movies, or something like that. I was just filming for myself to look how I look, to show something for friends. But after some time, I was like starting making some videos, and
Getting more and more
just
into it.
like,
Like
sorry.
getting more and more into making videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like, I don't know, it was fun for me. Just
I
that.
can feel you.
Yeah.
And yeah, and last, well, no, at the beginning of this year, we started to do something together with that Edminas, who create V2 videos.
Mhm.
And yeah, we working since like the beginning of this year, and like he is mainly doing edits, and I'm like a sidekicker,
Like a backup camera.
yeah, something you can call it something like that. And I'm trying to find some new projects to make, because I have a lot of connections in Melita, so I always found the person who needs some video or something like that. So uh, I'm just trying to find this job, you know.
You know, similar story with me. Like when I started photography actually from parkour, also just training together with others, and I just took my sister's camera, which couldn't even film, just a photo camera,
Oh, really?
and just took some pictures and got better at it. And then went to buy a better camera and got into filming also.
Nice.
Well, you have to start from somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. I think parkour is one thing that lets you move to other things, lets you explore. I think.
I would agree.
For me, parkour led me to video, to like creating events, so it can
Yeah,
show a
writing
lot of
projects.
ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were involved in the Alytus municipality. You were trying to get into the, how would you call it?
Well,
Into the government.
yeah. I was not trying. I was like just supporting one.
Member.
How do you say? Not the one member, but the group.
Oh, okay, the group. Okay.
Yeah, who was trying to get into municipality. So I was just for the number. I didn't have much expectations or so on. A lot of people say that a lot of people know me and they will vote for you and you will be in the municipality and
The
you will,
connections.
yeah, and you will make a lot of great things. But I knew the reality that not so much people knew about me in Lithuania, and mostly who knew me, it's like the children's, so they cannot vote. So I didn't have much chances to get inside there.
But I think you could do well in that part. Like looks like you do things not for yourself, but you're trying to push the things for other people.
Yeah, because mainly it's because I didn't have all these like opportunities at my child's days. So I'm trying to create a lot of opportunities for young people, for children to try some new things out and try to find like some new
Yeah,
activities to
just
do for them.
test things and see if they like it or not.
Yeah. Because like I don't know, like at our child days there was only maybe basketball, football, judo or something like that,
Yeah,
and I was never in those into those sports. So now I'm just trying to create as much alternatives of that, and just people start to do something new, trying things out, and that's it.
yeah, I totally agree with you. Like when we started, we didn't have any good places to train, and you would
Yeah,
really have to be passionate about it and motivated to continue doing that. And at
yeah,
least in Panevėžys, a lot of people who started free running parkour, they moved into trekking, since you didn't have to have like any parks for it. You just could use some patch of grass,
yeah.
and that's why we don't have a lot of free runners, but more trickers here.
Yeah, and one of the main reason it's like actually to create community, because as we speak before, like it's really hard to start something doing when you are alone
That is
in the
true.
city or in the area you live. So if there is some place where everyone can gather and you can find some people who can like try to help you to learn some things or something like that, at least you will find some new friends maybe. So it's important, I guess. This part, it's really important.
Yeah, like every time I'm in Alytus and I go for the parkour park, I always see like kids hanging around there, like a bunch of
Oh
kids, not
yeah,
not a few.
there are always some kids hanging around the park.
Yeah. And usually they are not like doing any parkour, they are just playing like games, catching other friends or something.
But
But
don't you
You
think?
would still call that parkour,
Yeah,
yeah?
but like, wouldn't you like call parkour when like chasing someone through the parkour park, like through the all obstacles? I think it's like start for
yeah,
the
it's actually
for parkour and from the fun part.
yeah, it's actually like the beginning of parkour, you
Yeah,
can
that's how
say.
we started, I think.
Yeah, so a lot of those kids, they are just gathering because they are finding some new friends, some new peoples, and just playing, and that's it. They have a place where they can stay and do some child things.
Child things
Yeah.
sounds super fun. Yeah, we have to have something similar in Vilnius, but we'll
One
we'll
day.
use your tips to get that.
Yeah.
Like what's the future for you? Like you mentioned, you're getting older, and parkour is not the safest thing for you to do.
Yeah, because I never pushed myself too far in parkour, because like I'm I have a lot of fears in my head. I have a lot of bullshit in my head, and I like not always can go through them.
But would you say that parkour helped you
Yeah,
go through
yeah,
that?
yeah. I was wanted to say it after this. It really helped me a lot, because like parkour discipline, and it is to overcome your fears in the street, to overcome some fears in your real life. So
Yeah.
it's the basics of parkour, I guess. And yeah, that like it really helps me. And I don't know, maybe I will be like less being in a parkour. Maybe I will. I don't know. I want to try some bicycles, maybe pump track racing or something, just for fun, and not for like really competition and
And
super into it.
yeah, but
Yeah, I like how you look into it, because you should never like push yourself to do something. You should feel how where you're attracted to, not if you're doing parkour and you see bikes are one of your passions. Also, you shouldn't like stay at the parkour, like push yourself. You should go where your heart goes.
Yeah, you always can split your time into two places, and you can train some there. And I have and parkour park and pump track in the like same place, like 10 meters away. So for resting, I can go to other park and do some shit there.
Will you be that grandpa that does backflips for their grandkids?
I really hope so. Actually, yeah.
Like,
Well, now I'm sometimes thinking, if and when I have kids or grandchilds, and I will show them the things I done in the past and doing now, I think they will laugh, they will be amazed, they will call me like crazy, and I don't know. But it will be like really super fun for me at all the days, I
yeah, that's
guess.
actually one of the reasons I'm filming that much, like all of the training sessions. Just when I think if I should film or not, I always think how, like, if I saw videos like that of my grandpa, grandma, how would I be it would be super awesome to check those.
Yeah, and not a lot of like children can say that my grandpa was doing like backflips and jumping on roofs or something.
Yeah, it would be so amazing to see all of these. Like, we are the first generation to do so.
Yeah, yeah.
Super awesome. So, what's the future for you? Not like parkour related.
Um, I don't know. Not like for last 2 years, I was not working actually. Like I was doing a lot of random stuff, random works. So now my plan it's like to get a bit serious for my life. Try to make some cash to maybe get a car, maybe get a flat or something, and just I don't know, trying to build my future for myself a bit, because like I'm 29 now, but I don't have anything.
You have the memories. You have all these
Yeah,
parks, tracks built. You still have left a lot.
yeah, those things definitely, yes, but I have to live somewhere. I cannot live in
That's
a
true.
parkour park. Like
That's
I
well.
can be that at the daytime, but I couldn't sleep there like for weeks, months, and years.
That is true.
So yeah, so I will just try to start making some future life for myself a bit.
Sounds awesome. We're getting closer to 1 hour mark. I
Oh
think
damn,
it's time to wrap this up.
maybe.
Anything else you want to mention? You want to talk? You want to ask our listeners?
Uh, I don't know. Just maybe just try to do what you feel, and don't think what other peoples are saying. And uh, I like that idea that if you will try to be 0.03% better every day after year, you will get 100%. So
That's
just try
nice.
to be that really small parts better every day at any activity, at any, I don't know, work, job, like training or something. But you have to progress, because if you're not progressing, you're going down. You cannot stay in one place.
That is so true.
Yeah, so just try somehow. It will be hard days, but like tomorrow, it can be brighter than today.
You heard Edminas. Go and learn. Go progress every day. Thank you, Edminas, so much for your time, for joining and having this conversation. I think
Thank you guys
people
for
should have
inviting.
taking a lot of notes from you for tips, and we'll hope to see more parkour parks in
Oh
Lithuania.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you so much for talking.
Thank you
you.
guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.